is Pastor Garhett Morgan, and I am the local pastor of two churches here in Michigan. I have the Sparta Seventh-day Adventist Church and also the Three Angels Fellowship Adventist Church as well. I've been in the program now for about 3 years. This is my third year that I'm doing this. And, my education level before coming to this program was from a secular college. I had some training there, but it wasn't theological training at all. And I got thrown into ministry without any, theological training. And that was something that I had always needed, but because my background didn't have that theological emphasis, I kind of felt stuck. I didn't want to leave ministry. I wanted something practical. I wanted to learn more. And then Pastor Esther Knott approached me and asked if I would be interested in the Masters of Pastoral Ministry program. I had never heard about what this program was in my life. Turns out, though, some of my friends and acquaintances had been in this program and had nothing but good things to say about it. And so it didn't take much convincing to get me to apply. And by God's grace, I got accepted into this program. And I tell you what, it has been nothing but a blessing. And I'm just so encouraged to be a part of that and so thankful that this is something that is offered to not just our pastors, but our professionals in our church. What I love about this program is that it definitely not only talks about the theory of Scripture, not only talks about the theory of being pastors, but it gives you hands-on, practical understandings of how to work with people, how to apply our doctrines in a very appealing and practical way so that our church members and those that we're working with can have a better understanding of not only Scripture, but how it applies to their personal walk with Jesus and also to their local congregations. So that has been just something that I've loved so much about this program and so blessed that I was able to be involved with it. Currently I'm taking the class on the sanctuary with Dr. Felix Cortez, and I felt like the sanctuary was something that I had a pretty decent grasp on as I came into the class. But then when I read the textbook for this course, Song of the Sanctuary by Dr. Davidson, I recognized, there's so much that I don't know about the sanctuary when it comes to the book of Hebrews and Revelation and, the sanctuary as it applies to our life. And I think that's one of the things I'm really excited to take back to my local church is that this sanctuary process, the investigative judgment, all of these things that we talk about as Adventists with such big words, right? Sanctification, justification, glorification, all of these things that we talk about on kind of like a high level are really practical for us today, and showing my church members how this motif of the sanctuary throughout Scripture, from Genesis all the way to Revelation, is simply God pleading for us to have a relationship with Him and to do away with the separation of sin that God is not only tired of, but God really hates. So being able to bring that back to my churches and hopefully relate that in a way where they can see the Bible come alive and see how this process of the sanctuary bleeds through all the other books of the Bible in a way that is not only beautiful, but is practical and points to Jesus and a relationship with Him. I just think that is something that money can't buy, and it's something that I got in this class, and being able to learn and ask questions and understand more some of the mysterious parts of the Bible that I've always scratched my head about, and seeing it just opened up and explained so clearly, and also the honesty of the professor when you'd ask a question and he would say, I've done a lot of study in this, and he would give his opinion on that, but he would also say, there's a lot more study to be done here. So just the academic integrity that this class provided is also encouraging to me as a local pastor to also not assume different understandings on the text itself, but let the text interpret itself, and if there's not necessarily definitive on that text, that it's something that we can study out and it might be revealed to us later. So this class has been amazing. The Masters in Pastoral Ministry class is absolutely incredible, and I would recommend it so much to any of my friends that are looking for a practical understanding of Scripture and how that applies to our lives today, especially before the second coming of Jesus. Thank you for everyone that helps fund this program, that works tirelessly to help this program operate. It is definitely affecting me, and I know that it's affecting God's church, and I hope that it can hasten the second coming of Jesus.